Hello friends, welcome to part 8 of Learning Java presented to you by SUHANI'S Tutorials and We the Demigods. In this video, we will be learning about debugging syntax and logic errors. When we are writing a code, sometimes we can make a mistake and get an error. These errors can cause our code to give the wrong output or crash our program entirely. And you've probably already experienced a little bit of this so far while writing sample Java programs. So let's look into more on what the topic of debugging is and what syntax errors and logical errors are.
You may have heard of the term debugging before. This process involves locating and correcting code errors in your program. We often call these errors bugs. In this chapter, we look at some strategies for how to debug your program and how to fix some common errors. Before we can solve errors, we have to understand how our program is executing code so that we can find them. One way that we can understand how our program is working more fully and locate an error is by using the print statement. In this video, we'll take a look at our multiple choice program from the last video, but with a few errors introduced. The first error that we will be looking at in this video is going to be the syntax error or syntax bugs. The syntax error often causes your program to fail before it's even executed. Because the computer has to understand your code in order to run it. This means if something's misspelled or a certain symbol is missing, the program won't run because your code is not in the right format.
So let's find some syntax errors in this program. These can be easier to find with an IDE because the IDE tells you exactly what line your error is in. So let's take a look. Here on the right, as you can see over here, it has a red dash and it says that there's a semicolon expected. So that means that in this line, there is an expected semicolon at the end of this. So all we need to do to fix this error is to add the semicolon. Next, we can see over here that cannot resolve the symbol correct answer. That's because our okay, so what we need to do to fix this is we need to see where we have introduced our variable correct answer and then go and see what the variable value is and what name we have given to it. So over here we have correct answer is equal to choice 2, but the spelling of answer is incorrect. So we will have to add an R at the end and our error is fixed. Now, if we are to run this program, we will see that the program will ask us what is the largest planet in our solar system. And it tells us to choose one of the following, Earth, Saturn, or Jupiter. Suppose I am to choose Jupiter. It tells me I am incorrect and that the correct answer is Saturn. But everybody knows that the largest planet in our solar system is Jupiter, in fact. So, what is the error in this? This is called a logical error. And in logical errors, it deals with the logic of the program. So we need to go ahead and fix the correct choice to choice number 3, which is Jupiter, which we will be doing after we learn more about logic errors.
A logical error is an error where the program is able to run, but it doesn't act as per the user's expectations. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. Mars is the correct answer, but the program doesn't know it's the correct answer. In order to debug this, we often look for the parts of the program that aren't working as expected, find its respective code, and in this case, add some print statements to find it and fix it.
Going back to the code, we can see that our error previously was the answer of this question, what is the largest planet in our solar system? The answer should have been Jupiter, but the program is saying that the correct answer is choice number 2, being Saturn. So for this, we need to change correct answer from choice 2 to choice 3. And now we have debugged our program. If we run this, we can see that it asks us what is the largest planet in our solar system. So if we enter Jupiter, it says that we are correct. Now that we have debugged this program, let's see and go ahead and see what else we can learn in Java.
Sometimes adding print statements for debugging and then removing them later can get a little annoying, but there is another way that we can debug our programs. At the beginning of this course, we installed an IDE to compile and run our Java programs. But there is another benefit of using an IDE. An IDE comes built in with some debugging tools that we can use to find and solve errors in our programs. We solved one already when our variable name was misspelled and a message popped up saying that the symbol cannot be found. Now it's time to dig a little deeper.
Another tool that an IDE gives us is breakpoint. A breakpoint is an international stopping point put into a program for debugging purposes. This allows to temporarily halt a program in its execution in order to inspect the program's internal state. The parts of the program's internal state include the value of the variables, the result of certain lines of code, and whether or not the program reaches a certain line of code in its execution. Instead of using print statements to reveal the program's internal state, we can pause the program during its execution and inspect its states as it executes them. Let's see how this works. To use breakpoints, you have to go to the left-hand side of your Java program and you will see that there are numbers here that represent the number of lines in your program. And they also specify which line of program that you are on. Suppose I want to add a breakpoint on line number 21. So I will have to click right over here next to the number. And that is how you can add your breakpoints to your program. So that is all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Do like, subscribe, and share this video. Stay tuned for other parts. Have a great day.